world. This is my RV park in Nice, California. It's the kind of place I can afford on Social Security, less than $850 a month. Works out to about $4 an hour. Good living wages, right? Luckily, I'm no longer homeless. A friend gave me this RV several months ago, and I've been living in it, and it's been a really interesting time. I pay almost half of my monthly income on rent, but it's better than where I was living on the street in a Home Depot parking lot. So I'm going to show you my little RV, which is a 1982 Winnebago Warrior. Right now, stuff is a little crappy outside because I just recently put up the awning. I've got a shade to put up once it gets sunny. Here in Lake County, it tends to get very hot in the summertime. It's got all kinds of primer all over it because the guy that gave it to me, apparently he had parked it in a not such a good area, and it had got graffitied while he was at work. He was going to drive it back to Tennessee with him and gave up on it. The exhaust system's going. Now I'm having trouble with the charging system, so if I really have to go anywhere with it, I have a heck of a time because I have to run cables to the engine to get it started. This is the back end. This is my clothesline going across. People live in RVs, and I have no problem with it. I'd love to do it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not really having a particular problem with it. It's just my lack of income and lack of ability to get around. I'm disabled and 63, so this is what I live in. Yeah, it's a pretty good little unit, all things considered. Sorry, a spider just started crawling up my arm. As you can see, this is not in too bad a shape considering its age. I gotta go ahead and take a look inside. My biggest expense for this so far, since I moved up to Lake County a few months ago, has been to unplug now and then and put propane in the tank. It's got a very small tank which lasts me maybe 2.5 months. So let's look inside. You'll see that it's very simple. There's no floor left. I mean, almost literally, there's plywood over which I've thrown some old rugs. This is a table that was given to me. Whoops, dropped my cane. Inside the cab area, which works, I just use it as a storage area because I took the cushions off the dinette area, because that's where I store my books, my road atlas, a couple of Bibles. There's my internet modem and my Sony stereo. The nicest thing I have here is a 24-inch widescreen LG TV, and I gotta have my PlayStation. My computer's on the table, and there is my cushion and seat, and yes, my cane on the floor. I store things up under here because of lack of space, and you'll see what I mean. Up here is where I store my printer. I've sold off a lot of my old video games on eBay, and so I definitely needed the printer. Over here is my kitchen. I haven't cleaned up from breakfast this morning. And, yep, I haven't even cleaned up the dishes, obviously. I do have to have my coffee pot and toaster. Can't live without those things. And looking around, you see a little refrigerator. It works good on just gas. The electrical hookup is dead. Freezer definitely freezes. You can see the frost on it. Don't have very much in there, but that's the way it goes. And above that, little microwave. Here, I should turn on a light, get a little better light on the subject. Yes, a fluorescent light works. I got some bread there, of course, but mostly it's my clothing I store. I have a CPAP machine here, and I use this top bunk for that purpose. And as usual, I haven't made the bed this morning either, so, and a little folding table I use for my CPAP at night. I'm a very large person, and fitting in here is not that the easiest thing in the world. Right here, we have a bathroom, which works. As you'll notice, mostly I keep my pills in the door. All this stuff is piled in the shower right now because the flooring is soaking wet. I had a leak in a pipe underneath the sink, and believe me, it was hard for me getting down on the ground and actually cleaning that up. I'm pretty certain that the leak has stopped, so I'm going to have to tear out that carpet. The commode works, sink and water works. To take a shower, I just generally close all the curtains on it and pour water over myself. That works fairly well. Anyway, this is the information panel, overhead cabinets. And you'll see I've put in little speakers for the stereo in various corners. That makes it a little nice having a subwoofer. This shows the solar panel charge. It stays 13.1 now because I'm actually hooked to electricity from the outside, and I have a sewer system. I have to pay $420 a month, which some people might consider really low, but well, here in Lake County, that's about the going rate. I had to move up from Sonoma County, where the average rate of rent was more than my monthly income. So it was either find a place somewhere else or be homeless, again staying in a parking lot somewhere. I'd rather not. Getting too old for that. So I just wanted to show you that there are different kinds of vans, there are different kinds of motorhomes, different kinds of style of living. I have trouble having food all month long, let alone propane in this thing. But you know, it's a blessing to have this. That's all I can tell you. It really has been. And so I'm not putting it down. It's just what it is. I'd like to do things like fix up the floor, move my bed to where the dinette is, and blah, blah, blah. I keep adding up all of these ideas. But basically, I'm having so many troubles with the charging system and with the exhaust manifold being loose that I can't really say that I'll get it done at any time soon, because it's just living from day to day is the priority. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this little video tour. And as you can see, I'm always tripping down my homemade stairs. And there's the devil that watches over me, I guess. Thank you for watching this. Enjoy.